Hey, what's up? Just did my acupuncture in the BDP, British Drugs Project, and with those 4 Humanity on free blue Valium boys today. Well, where I don't smoke weed. That guy gave me a bag of weed and what he could forget in the tennis worth. I smoked a split out of it and it paranoid me so much, yeah. That because I'm not like Pat, I could smoke that and do the job like I could, because as soon as I had that joint, I did 10 of his songs. And I performed, did my videos in private. From until the end of time. I think it was the side ones. Did all of the songs on it, and I did all the dance moves, all the raps, all the styles and that. So basically, but after I sat down to watch a movie, because I bought all them films, to have a good night last night, I was celebrating, my freedom from getting off with the Valium and that, and just feeling happy and content inward. My eyes were glowing, Anyway, so I felt praying, so I downed all of them, which is 70 mils altogether, 40 mils to Mazzy, 30 mil Valium, diazepam. But I was a bit scared this morning when I woke up, taking so many. So I had to get 40 mils of Valium today, and I'm just gonna lower myself down, just in case, But I think Pat made that happen, because he does encourage everything that happens in my life, and he's probably behind it. All of his songs, certain things that I don't understand, it's as time progresses, he sort of unravels what certain things meant, and he's sort of unraveled everything now, The best thing he showed me was the last footage of him walking out of the casino on his own, and he stepped away from the bodyguard, took a left, and walked through that door in the corner, and it was his way of showing me that was me leaving the world. At that point, I did all my work, everything I had to do was done. I did all my songs and my movies, and I was ready to go, and he decided to leave then. And then that was all we saw of him. The last thing after we saw was a photo of him in that blue top in Sugar's car, and that was it. And then the corpse, obviously, with him cut open like a fish, It's just horrible, But when I saw him walking with the camera in slow motion, before he took the left to exit out that door. This is before the fight and before they all ran out through the door, together. This is a private single footage. You'll find it in the rare archives. Look for the rare archives in Tupac, and you'll find some real amazing stuff, actually. I'm now internalizing Tupac to a higher level, but when you see him walking towards that before he took the left, his body language was so tough. Inwardly, he must have achieved and conquered so much mountains and so much demons and so much places that his body was built on Schwarzenegger when he first come on the scene. But when he when he made it perfect, when his body because he was really big in Hercules. Remember, Hercules in New York. He was so muscular, it was too muscular. Then he sort of evened out and balanced out, and then he started looking really pretty with it. His body, Schwarzenegger, that's how Tupac was. And he just looked perfect. that man could have played any gangster role in America. He could have played any role you give him. When he was wearing the orange shirt and the jeans, he just looked humongous. He looked huge inside, a toughian, a ruffian, a real manly figure, built in every dimension of his being, perfectly built and developed. So I sort of thought to God this morning, I was like, why take such a healthy specimen of a man? Because God could do anything, If he didn't want Pat to die that night, then he would have died. So I sort of we're still discussing it together, me and Pat. I woke up this morning because when I stopped the van, yesterday's videos that I made in there, I was my eyes was you remember how Pat used to do all that? And then we wake up this morning, Pat, instead of saying good morning, remember I told you before, they used to say good morning to me, my angels. And then now Pat shows himself to me. But now I'm waking up and he showed me 20 pictures of him, 5 motion videos of him, things that's ever been made. But through my third eye, where I've done the spiritual stuff so much, I've evolved and I've earned it, and he's my guide. God gave him as my guide, because all I ever did was listen to him and study him in River Phoenix. But there wasn't much of River Phoenix around, so unfortunately. So, but yeah, Pat's coming through this morning, with that scene in Gridlock. He did that, and he looked straight up at the camera, which is me, my third eye, and he was this. Saying, that's what we're doing now. You like me? A lady's coming up to me. What's that, love? I want to buy a phone. What phone? What phone you want to buy? Come and show yourself, Let the people them see.
Yeah.
Yo, West
What
Side,
up?
you
What
feel
you
me?
saying?
We are gonna make it, you know.
Yeah,
Gonna
we
make
are.
it.
We are.
We're gonna make it number one. We own in London town soon. Watch this right. This West Side. Okay, what you ask? You set your phone for say?
Now
No
look
phone.
what you buy.
Oh, nah, me, I won't buy a phone. Just come here to just use this here, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, man, for my friends, you know? I add into 2 packs, so I just tell them things about my life and how I study and how angels are come through for me
Yeah.
to train me, you know what I mean? So, West Side. But anyway, you can tell them a quick message about God. Tell him something. Go on.
Yeah, man, God is good all the time. Cause without Him, there's no me. Without Him, no you.
I mean, without him, there's no you. Without him, there's no me. So we're life. God is life. We are life. So become alive inside, in your mind, in your heart, soul, spirit, peace. West Side. We are. Yo, these white girls showed you a lot of love, you know. But what's new? But as you grow, then hey, it becomes something else. I teach you about that next time. It's called game.